Distress. This is the second song on this album, which I wrote in Berlin. I initially wrote it for a rock band, and they gave me a tape and I wrote some songs to it. They didn't relate, so I took the lyrics and remade them. It's really easy to fight God. On a personal sense, it's just a dilemma you have with yourself. And if you choose not to believe, God's gone. And fighting other people's belief in God's easy also. All you have to do is ask them to give you empirical proof, which are pretty weak. But the thing is, it is close to impossible, if not utterly impossible, to release ourselves from the need to find something greater to hold on to. And we can't stop searching for that higher thing. No matter how hard we try not to believe, it's not through argument that we are driven back to this idea of a greater force. It's by emotion, and people like me see themselves as enlightened in the sense that everything must be understood or in question or in doubt. I need to see proof, but even after I agree with myself that there is no God, then a second later I still feel the need to see and find something which is beyond empirical proof, and I can't shake that. I can't remove that from me, no matter what I choose to believe and no matter what I think. This is my own burden conviction. This hole where once used to be a God, even if I remove the burden conviction of the good God, then I still search for another to replace it. This bogus idea, not only is it not better than the thing I removed, but it is also alienating me from everyone else, simply because I don't bother to reconcile the differences between these bogus ideas of mine and others, because I say and I try to believe that I don't believe in anything. So the further I go away from the acceptable God which I don't believe in, the more I will see this earth as hell, because everything in it is negating my own personal bogus God. And that's something I understood about myself when I was in Berlin, when I made myself this do-it-yourself prison. I understood that my attempt to become meaningful is futile, and that ended up being the name of the song, Distress. And the distress is that there is no way out of this conflict between my attempt to become truly free and my brain's biology. I saw graffiti on the walls outside my flat in Berlin, and it said LOKI. The more I told myself it's not a sign, the more doubt rushed through me that I will ever be able to prove to myself that it's not a sign. And I said to myself, I will not try to solve this, I would just do it. Maybe then I'll be able to convince myself that there really isn't anything out there. This act is marked by Hel, the daughter of Loki and ruler of the underworld. Hel represents the immortal and divine sides, being the underworld, separated from where all the rest of the gods are, and the continuation of existence after these gods are removed. And in that sense, it's exactly this song, a state of mind where the divinity is gone, but life somehow must continue. According to the mythology, Hel will release Baldur's soul after the great battle when the new order will come forth, and by that it hints that by this removal of faith and by following your own individual calling can you survive and reach the next stage.